and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Portland Trailblazers here at their home, Moda Center. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Lakers, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
The starters for Utah, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's George in at the point guard position. And for Portland, inside it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Now here's Markkanen, coming off a terrific game against New York. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Outside Sharpe. Simons against George. Ayton, a screen on George, to the middle. And there's Ayton on the assist by Simons.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
The 3 from Sexton. He can't get it to go. Here are the Blazers with the ball. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Yeah, the issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. Simons with it, guarded now by George. Simons outside. Utah grabs the miss. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. George passes to Kessler. Now Markkanen. Clock at 6. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Your Blazers president Drew is here to hype you up just once,
And the list of rookie leaders in assists over the last 10 games. Keontae George, number 1.
And some of the passes he's made during these last 10 games have been incredible. You can tell he's brimming with confidence right now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. To the inside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Simons, and counted from 19 feet away.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Pass to Kessler. Markkanen outside. To the left wing. Collins inside. He's covered by Grant. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And good luck catching Simons when he takes off like this. What a full court play.
George passes to Collins. Back to George. Kessler, a screen on Simons. George for three. Utah with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Kamare. He's covered by Kessler. Grant outside. 6 to shoot. An easy 2 on the layup. Grant's got his second bucket on the night.
So Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Here's George. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Portland leading by 3. Grant outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Grant's got 7 points in the game.
I just love the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Time to get loud for give a big round of applause to your Blazer dancers.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's George. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Grant outside. Ayton, a screen on Collins. Grant, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
Pass to Kessler. Simons with a steal. Utah grabs the miss. Now here's George. He's got 5. And the shot's good. 7 points in the game.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Simons passes to Sharp. The 3. Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Outside Sexton. To the paint. Here's Kessler. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
George against Simons. George left side. Markkanen outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Sexton. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Sharp, fires from deep. He drops it from range.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Sexton. And he also played a big role in their last game with New York. Kessler passes to Collins. Markkanen with a screen on Simons. Puts it up from 12. And again, it's Utah.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Down low. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A moment here to see the numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Portland making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. On the wing, Simons. George defending. Simons against George. Simons passes to Sharp. Clock at 4. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. They grab their own miss. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
George against Simons. Back to George. It's Markkanen on the wing. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rebound, Utah. Pass to Clarkson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Denny Avdia.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
Clarkson. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
And so Clarkson nails both of them. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, BA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone, pick and roll play, were poetry in motion.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
He misses the free throw. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. But let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Sexton's checked in for Utah. And he's good on the second. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Pass to Ayton. A rebound by Eubanks. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And he's just relentless when he attacks. The rookie Henderson wants the contact.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That's good from Henderson.
You have to love how Scoot Henderson plays beyond his size. I mean, using the quickness and agility to get the better of bigger players. I mean, that's impressive for a young guy to be doing.
Henderson hits them both. Jazz trail by 4. And here's Clarkson. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Here's Filipowski. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that 3-point shooting ability.
Now here's Williams. Williams with the screen. Here's Henderson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Jazz trail by 3. Clarkson outside. Pass to Markkanen. They set the pick. With the floater. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Off the outside. Here's Ayton. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Ayton's got 8.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Abdia. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Clarkson against Abdia. Now here's Clarkson, tightly guarded. They set a pick, fires the 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So it's Portland now. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. So the Jazz 5 right now. Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. Drew Eubanks out there with Filipowski. And it's Williams in at the 3. Small forward. Inside. And There's Klingon on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 3 assists in the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. And so many screens today. Ride that line of moving or not. Doris, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Trailblazers lead by 7. Avdia with it. Henderson outside. Avdia attacking. Now keeping you up to date on the top rookies this season defensively. Here are the leaders among first-year players in blocks. Donovan Klingon is second.
Blocking ability like his is very coveted in the league, and he shows no fear clashing at the rim against experienced finishers.
And he can't get the first one.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
And he sinks the second. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Henderson against Sexton. Driving in over Henderson. Sexton misses.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to Williams. Henderson against Sexton. Banked it in off the glass. Henderson's got 9.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
To the inside. Eubanks gets the bucket. Eubanks, he's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Here's Klingon. Eubanks defending. Avdia. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Let's remember, Avdia is 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
Williams passes to Clarkson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Jordan Clarkson, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
Sensible is checked in for Eubanks. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Pass to Kamari. Henderson with it. Checked by Sexton. Unloads. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
On the money from 12 feet away. Sexton's got his second basket on the night.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his fourth year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Here's Clarkson. Portland making their last shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Denny Avdia.
That's a crafty play by Jordan Clarkson right there, and at his size, you better be creative.
This will be his third trip to the free throw line.
Clarkson, 2 shots.
Free throw, no good.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Portland making a switch here. Rupert's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Mills, he's checked in for Sexton. Good on the second one. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by 7. Off the outside. Back to Henderson for 3. Rebound, Utah. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 9. His first shot coming late. Williams' shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Clarkson passes to Mills. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Clarkson leaving no doubt with that finish, folks.
Now Avdia. 6 points for him. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Portland leading by 5. Outside, Williams. Pass to Henderson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Portland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And some changes here for Portland. Grant's checked in for Williams, and Anthony Simons subbed in for Rupert. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. John Collins comes in for Mills. That's good from Henderson. Here's Sensabaugh. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Clarkson. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Klingon. There's a screen. And here's Grant from the arc. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
Pass to Kessler. Clarkson with the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Portland, not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference. And of course the Jazz, behind 2 games. Portland leading by 9. Pass to Klingon. Grant outside. Fires for 3. Williams grabs the board. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. He takes it in, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. While we have a moment, some leaders from the real NBA. The real numbers show the league leaders in second chance points. The Trailblazers in second.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
First one falls. And Williams drops them both. And it's the Blazers with the ball. Here's Henderson. He's got 12. To the middle. Outside for Grant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
On the wing, Clarkson. Defended by Henderson. And another miss by Utah.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Grant. Trailblazers lead by 9. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Sensabaugh. Now here's Kessler. Fires high post. Good. He hits the jumper. Kessler's gotten his second bucket.
Well, you can see Walker Kessler has some nice range, guys. Gets to that mid-range area and knocks it down.
To the paint. Here's Henderson. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Jazz trail by 11. And here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game. Inside. Grant with a steal. Up top, Henderson.
Yeah, so energetic on the drive. Henderson manages to put the defense in a bad spot.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3.
Henderson. 2 shots.
That's good from Henderson. A different look here for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Williams. Sexton comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Clarkson. Henderson hits them both. George with it. Markkanen outside. Kessler a screen. Markkanen finds Kessler. And he cranks it down right on top of DeAndre Ayton.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He wants to review the game plan. Well, Doris, the 7-footer from Finland, Lauri Markkanen. What makes him so tough to stop?
Well, the size you mentioned, 7 foot. The sweet shooting that he provides has got tremendous range and accuracy from three-point territory. Can put it on the deck, is willing to mix it up on the glass. There's a lot to like.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
Now the lineup for your Trailblazers. Number 1, Ant-Man.
Here's Grant. 11 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Rebound, Utah. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Pass to Collins. Back to George. Markkanen outside. The 3-ball. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
3 points.
Markkanen's got 10.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Simons, a screen on Sexton. 3-pointer Sharp. The Trailblazers rebound. And Ayton gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Kessler, a screen on Simons. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Trailblazers lead by 10. Pass to Ayton. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Utah ball.
Here's George. He's got 9. Collins outside. George passes to Sexton. Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Shot clock at 6. And here's Sexton. Over Sharp. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Kamari. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Simons against George. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Sharp against Sexton. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Sexton's got 5 points now this quarter.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Out left to the wing. Ayton against Kessler. Takes one from 10 feet. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. Jazz trail by 9. A minute 6 left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen finds George. Back to Markkanen. Now Sexton. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Graham. There's 37 seconds left in the second. Takes a 3. Kessler with a rebound. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. And here's George. He's covered by Simons. Markkanen outside. Grant against Collins. Kessler, a screen on Sharp. Here's Sexton. Good D by Sharp. Launches it from deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter for a quick break, then back to the action.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Oh, they're going to need more than energy, Kenny. There's a talent gap here.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Jazz.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Portland leading by 9. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Simons. And here's Grant from the arc. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Collins. Marking it outside. Here's the 3. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Jazz trail by 12. Now here's Markkanen. He's covered by Grant. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Simons outside. Grant outside. 4-3. Again the miss by Grant. Utah shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, to me, Jeremy Grant is getting more and more confident and assured as an offensive player. He's starting to feel himself a little bit, guys.
Now here's Kessler. He has 6. Back to George. Collins with a screen on Simons. Just 4 to shoot. George, good.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Sharp passes to Ayton. Simons outside. Ayton, a screen on George. And here's Simons outside. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 9. Sexton looking around. George outside. Pulls up at the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And this is what George wants to be doing. The rookie loves to score the ball.
It's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Down low. Here's Sexton. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Uses the glass on the layup. Sharp's got 5 points.
Yet not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Sexton finds Markkanen. There's a screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Trailblazers ball. And taking a quick look across the league, here are the most accurate free throw shooters. Second is John Collins.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line, sinks his free throws with ease.
Trailblazers lead by 9. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The pass to Simons. Sinks the tray. And it's a 12-point Portland lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Collins. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. George. Utah with another miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Sharp. And it's rejected.
That's the length of Lauri Markkanen making a difference at the defensive end.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They double-team George. Collins outside. Pass to Sexton. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Sexton's got 10 points in the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Now here's Markkanen. 10 points for him. Forcing the issue, Markkanen.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big time finish.
Grant outside. Pass to Aiden. No good. Good D by Kessler. Jazz trail by 7. George right side. Collins passes to Sexton. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Utah has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Portland leading by 4. Now Simons. He has 7. And here's Grant from the arc. And they get it back. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Grant. Ayton, a screen on Kessler. Grant, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now here's George. 17 points in the game. Collins with a screen on Simons. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Back to Grant. Kessler on the double team. Grant finds Sharp. To the paint. Here's Kamari. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Markkanen. 12 points for him. Kessler passes to George. 6 to shoot. For 3, Collins. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Sharp. Over Sexton. Another one falls for Portland.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 13. George against Simons. Kessler a screen. And here's Sexton. Stolen by Sharp. Pass to Graham. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Big group substitution here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Grant. Murray comes in for Kamara. Tiliavdias checked in for Sharp. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Collins. Williams is checked in for Sexton. And Clarkson subbed in for George. Clarkson against Henderson. Markkanen with a screen on Henderson to stop the run. And it's Clarkson missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Henderson. Avdia from outside. The rebound by Eubanks.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Filipowski. Williams against Avdia. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. Here's Ayton. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
Clarkson with a screen on Murray. Markkanen, the pass to Clarkson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
First team foul. Shooting for Utah, Jordan Clarkson at the line for 1.
And it's the Trailblazers' ball. They're on a 14-5 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul of the game. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Off the outside. Pass to Murray. Outside. Williams. 5 on the clock. He shoots. The rebound by Filipowski.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Eubanks. To the middle. Here's Clarkson. The layup off target.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Murray's shot is good.
They're really working the paint now.
Jazz trail by 15. Clarkson outside. And Aptia comes to help. Clarkson passes to Eubanks. The wide open shot is on the money. Eubanks, he's got his second basket of the night.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Pass to Ayton. Ayton, the screen on Clarkson. Back to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Now here's Clarkson. 12 points for him. Markkanen for 3. Oh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Henderson against Clarkson. Henderson drives in. Yep, count it. Henderson's got 18.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Henderson. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Six on the shot clock. Ayton, a screen on Clarkson. Henderson for 3. Counted from distance. Henderson's got 21.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, leading by 17 at the end of the period. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Jazz 5 right now. Williams is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Henderson against Clarkson. Over Henderson, and that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Pass to Klingon. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Third personal.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. And guys, the Blazers were ecstatic on draft night when two-time national champion Donovan Clingan fell to them at the number 7 overall pick. The 7'2" giant provides instant rebounding and rim protection. For a team in search of a defensive upgrade, he is a proven quantity. I am curious how Clingan fits to a center rotation that does include DeAndre Ayton.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. That one falls, so he hits both of them, and you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Portland leading by 19. And here's Avdia. The rebound by Filipowski. In transition, here come the Jazz. And it's good for 2.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Avdia. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Well, Avdia plays with such good energy. That by itself sometimes can get you to the foul line.
For your Trailblazers, Denny Avdia. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Shibwe's checked in for Eubanks. He hits the second from the line. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Shibwe. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. Blocked!
Avdia, great timing, contesting that. Send it back, young sir.
Henderson outside. Here's Avdia. Williams defending. Clarkson against Henderson. Over Clarkson. Shots good by Henderson. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what a night for Scoot Henderson. I mean, he's been torching them. Scoot's physical gifts have been too much to handle.
Inside. Here's Filipowski. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Henderson. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Three-pointer. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It goes on Denny Avdia. Simons is checked in for Murray. And a switch here also for Utah. Collins checked in.
Sensabaugh at the line for 1.
And that one misses. Trailblazers lead by 20. Simons outside. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Avdia can't get it to go. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Down low. And stolen by Williams. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Simons. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one's on Clarkson.
Yeah, Simons using his quickness to create and a slow reaction by the defense. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
First one falls for him. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Here's Collins. And another miss by Utah.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Denny Avdia, shooting 1.
George with it. Markkanen outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen that right there puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
Lowry, Markkanen, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast. What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
Fires from the wing. And another miss by Utah. Portland leading by 23. Simons outside. Grant against George. Lets a floater go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Keontae George.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
That one falls for Grant.
And collectively, as the game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
And so Grant nails them both. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After one turnover in the first, been a disaster.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Simons passes to Ayton. Clarkson against Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Clarkson. Three-pointer Sharp. Gets the three to fall.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Marking it outside. Collins outside. From outside the arc. Portland with a rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Grant against Collins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact. He gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
2 shots.
That one falls for Grant.
Shooting just about 90% from the charity stripe now. Not wasting freebies here in the second half.
And some changes here for Portland. Clingan, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Murray comes in for Sharp. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. And a switch here also for Utah. Sexton's checked in. And so Grant nails them both. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
Pass to Avdia. Avdia, screen on George. Henderson for three. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Avdia against Sexton. Now here's Collins. Not a lot of room. Markkanen misses. Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Clingan. And the layup falls.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's George. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Sexton. George outside. And here's Collins. Drains the triple.
Collins, such a confident shooter. And this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
Avdia outside. Henderson with it. And here's Grant from the arc. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Markkanen outside. Collins against Grant. Kessler passes to Sexton. Clock at 6. Here's George. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 11 points here in the second half.
And the shooting skill across the board for this rookie is what makes Keontae George so difficult to defend. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. George finds Kessler. George against Henderson. Here's Markkanen. And Clingan pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter, and he gets it to go. Henderson's got 27 points.
Whoa, scoot! What a move.
Back to George. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about? If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
George feels it out a bit to the inside. Sexton.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts. Sexton with the dunk.
Avdia passes to Henderson. Avdia outside. Picked by Murray. Back to Grant. Launches a three. Utah with the rebound. George passes to Collins. Throws it up high. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Here's Henderson. Outside Murray. Pass to Grant. Henderson outside. Shoots over George. Henderson misses.
2 minutes.
Utah's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. And here's George. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And there's a pick inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Trailblazers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed that they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Scoot Henderson.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, strong from beyond the arc.
46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Collins passes to George. And the jam by George.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a three-point play.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And the free throw, no good. Clarkson against Henderson. Mikhailu, the pass to Williams. Portland with a rebound. Now Avdia. It's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And we present the player of the game, Scoot Henderson.